Warrior Cat's fact videos are often a point of ridicule in this fandom. The videos have a lot of misinformation, the worst I've ever seen being that Darkstripe and Sturl Kit had less than wholesome interactions off page. They are also infamous for stealing art and not crediting artists. Lastly, their music is always too loud and hurts my ears. As a person who has started to make fact videos, or more accurately, fact shorts, I became curious at just how bad fact videos of old are. So I decided to check out 2 videos and grade them both for accuracy. I started with 3, but it ended up being too long, so I'm sorry, only 2 today. Just a few disclaimers before I start. I originally was not planning on including the creators' names out of fears of them being harassed by people. However, I always prefer to credit original creators, so I decided to credit them. However, in case people harass them despite me directly saying don't harass them, as people tend to do, I decided to only choose channels which have become inactive and haven't uploaded in 2 or more years. This would ensure that they are less likely to see mean comments if they receive any. That said, please do not harass any fact video creators shown in this video. They likely got their misinformation from someone else. And when it comes to crediting artists, back in the day a lot of people didn't know any better. Moving on, before we get started, if you are new to this channel, please think about subscribing. I regularly post both Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats content, so you'll never be bored. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. Also, I want you to comment what you think the percentage of false facts per video will be, so you can compare it to the end results. In addition, I apologize for all the clicking sounds. That is my mouse, it cannot be helped. I am sorry, I will try and edit the audio, but there's a huge chance that it might make it worse due to my software being a bit buggy and kinda not meant for this stuff. So let's start with the first video. Now, on to the first video, Warrior Cats Facts number 9 by Lemon Cat. Nightcloud was once concerned that she would never have kits. True, that is why she decided to have a relationship with Crowfeather even though they never loved each other. Swirltail was kept as apprentice for 10 moons due to an injury. Nice transition, anyways, this has been confirmed. Cinderpelt was still able to hunt even with an injured leg. This is true, plus she also taught Leafpool how to fight. Whitestorm was the only cat to die on the Lion Clan side. He's the only one they cared to mention. The Errands often just leave cannon fodder off screen. True. Tallstar often avoids Mudclaw and StarClan. This feels like something that was once canon but then retconned by Winds of Change, so I'm gonna count it as false. Please feel free to correct me. Brambleclaw always blamed himself for Hawkfrost. Feels fake. Stormfur blames himself for Feathertail's death. This is stated pretty directly in the books. Heavystep retired early due to kidney disease. Plot true, and he also died twice in the books. The reason Tadpole was killed off was so that Sasha had to give her kits to the clans. This feels likely, but I can't find anything confirming it. It may be buried in the offers chat. I'm just gonna give this a true anyways. Vicky said that Rena didn't go to StarClan. True, she's a loner, so she obviously wouldn't go to StarClan. Greystripe's parents were briefly siblings. True, I think it was a Suzanne retcon that made them siblings. Spotted Leaf loves Squirrelfly and Leafpool like her own children. True, as confirmed in the field guide. Moonflower is listed as a queen in Tallstar's Revenge. True. Reed Whisker loved Feathertail. I can't find any support for this really. Sasha tried to give her kits to some farm cats at first, but they rejected her. No, this is easily disproven. The water in the Dark Forest is basically slimy, bloody mud. Descriptions of the Dark Forest are varied, but that is one of them. Scourge at first wanted to have revenge on Tigerstar, but then he wanted the forest. True, also I love the Tiger Scourge art. Cloudtail tried cookies at the 2 legs, but he preferred prey. That is false. It feels like something from Wattpad's spoof book that someone took a bit too literally. Running Nose still has a cold in StarClan. True. Bone was killed by a list of apprentices. I'm not even gonna name them all off. True. ThunderClan's first medicine cat found out that catmint cures green cough. True, his name is Cloud Spots. If Small Kid would have survived to enter the clans... Wait, what's that title? Oh my goodness, that's so horribly misspelled. He would have become Small Star. True, but the cats shown here are not Small Kit and Grey Wing, but instead Badgerfang and Flintfang. Palebird had postnatal depression. True. The Errands confirmed that Feathertail would have been mates with Reed Whisker. Once again, false. Kate Carey doesn't like Crowfeather. True, however she is surprisingly enough a fan of Crowleaf. Kate confirmed that Thistleclaw never really loved Bluefur. I think they need Snowfur, and that is false if so. 3 cats died from cancer. I can't find any evidence for all of these 3 dying of cancer. Firepaw was like a replacement for her kits for Blue Star. True, and also the same for Yellowfang. Sunstar only received 8 lives. True. Jayfeather's biggest fear is the water. This seems very likely stated in the book somewhere, so I'm going to give it to them. Mapleshade was listed as a RiverClan cat in the Ultimate Guide. I have a copy, and this is true, and it always annoyed me as a child. After the Great Journey, the apprentices did not go to the Moonstone anymore. True, this russet fur is older than Blackstar. True. After Lionheart's death, Greypaw was never given a new mentor. True. May have been retconned by Sue Suzanne at some point though. Cinderpelt was Bracken for her sister, etc, related stuff. True. Cinderpelt was originally going to die from her accident. I think that they mistook Briarlight for Cinderpelt. False. Queens would threaten their kids with the Dark Force if they were bad. True. Swordtail had died when Brambleclaw was traveling to the moon pool. True. Brightheart doesn't like to go down to the lake because she doesn't want to see her face. This goes against her entire arc, but it feels like something the old Errands would do. I'm just gonna call it fake to be safe. The kids that died in Night Clouds and Crowfeather's Lair were never given names. I think Sue Suzanne ended up giving them names, or they were given names later in the books, so this is false. Let's move on to our second video, Warrior Cat's Fun Facts 2 by Equifrost. Once a cat has reached Darkland, it cannot be reincarnated. Warrior Cat's ghost rules are beyond me, so I'll count this as true. Broken Star is part kitty pet. True. Vicky said Tiger Star's death was the most fun to write. True. Thistleclaw is the first name Cherith came up with. True, revealed in Aaron Chad number 1. Miley believes in StarClan, and thus she will go to StarClan. That's kinda how it works. Ivypool was named after Vicky Friend's daughter. True. Yellowfang may have some Persian ancestry. This is more of a headcanon, but I'll count it as true. Hollyleaf and Fallen Leaves meet again in StarClan. Victoria Holmes says they might not get together, but the website shows them as mates, so this is true. Turtletail was named after her tail. True. SkyClan was the first clan to mark boundaries. True. Nutmeg doesn't know about Firestar becoming a wildcat, and why would she? True. Squirrelflies relate to both Ashfur and Brambleclaw. Brambleclaw is her second cousin, and Ashfur is her half-uncle. True. Kate has said she would like to do a super edition on Leopardstar, and now Leopardstar honors exist, for the better or the worse. True. Jayfeather was born blind due to genetic reasons. True. Spotleaf is actually older than Darkstripe. True. Hollyleaf killed Ashfur, blah blah blah, but duh, this is a random rant stuck in the middle of a fact video, and they are missing the point of her character, so I'll put this as false. Silverhawk was named after a fan on Kate's blog. True. Sunrise was originally called Cruel Season. I am gonna steal that book title. True. The uses of herbs from the series were taken from Culpepper's Herbal by Nicholas Culpepper. True. Leaf will name Lion Blaze a bunch of naming reasons. This is all true and said in Leafpool's wish. Alright, that's the end of the final video. Overall, there were 48 true facts and 12 false facts. The one with the most false facts was the first one by Lemon and the one with the most true facts was Equifrost. The percentage of true facts for video is around 20%. That is shockingly low compared to what I expected. Either I somehow managed to choose relatively well-researched videos, or Warrior Cat fact videos have a bad reputation. Or maybe, perhaps, I'm not as informed as I thought and I accidentally put a few as true when they are really false. How far off was your guess on the false fact percentage? Comment down below. Also, comment if you think my sample skewed and you'd like to see me do this again with a different sample set. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I make Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats videos pretty often, and your support would mean a lot to me. And to those who've already subscribed, thank you for your continued support. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. Peace, Rogan out.